congratulations to Utah State, Coach Anderson, his staff, that team. They made the plays when they had to. We didn't. Seemed like there was, just too many mistakes. But I loved how they fought back. I thought they played hard. I thought they played their butts off, and they kept believing and kept finding ways. But we couldn't get a stop at the end, and then we couldn't get a first down, and we dropped 2 passes on the last drive. And we can't do those things. We can't miss tackles and drop passes and get punts blocked and think you can win games in the month of November. It just doesn't work. I mean, it doesn't work in any month, I guess, but especially now when the games are so tight and so close. We got off the field deep in their territory with got our defense off the field. We had a substitution penalty on the sideline. That's my fault, and that's bad football, and it's embarrassing. And but like I said, the kids, I was proud of how we fought back, and they kept believing. And even when it didn't look good in that second half, came charging back and took the lead in the fourth quarter. And and then we needed to make a stop, and then we needed to, and when we didn't do that, then we needed to answer, and we did not respond on those 2 situations. I thought we responded really well all night, except for the 2 situations that were the most important, which are in the fourth quarter. So I'm incredibly disappointed. Our team is too. We've got a game left and a bowl game, and this is a big game against Hawaii. So we're gonna dig into this and find out what we can do to eliminate the things that hurt our chances to win, and what we can do to give us the best chance to play well next weekend against Hawaii.
Vic, you want to start us off?
Yeah, Brent, you mentioned just how hard is it or challenges to keep up with just what Utah was doing offensively with pace and just more pace and whatnot?
I thought we did some good stuff in there. Obviously, they're hard to defend with their tempo. Their quarterback. I mentioned this last week. We're in this, just the way the schedule works out, we're kind of that team that gets to play these quarterbacks, these replacement quarterbacks for guys who have been injured in their 4th or 5th or 6th game. And by then, they're playing good. I mean, this guy played well tonight, right? Threw the ball effectively, especially when he had to. He's a strong guy, and so he did some good stuff running the ball. They ran for too much. I think we would all feel that way. They're always a good offensive team. Blake does a great job with that, and that's just, it was frustrating.
And are you still surprised by what Elijah Cooks was able to do? Just how physical and just the overall catch radius he showed tonight?
I'm not. I expect that from Elijah. That's why he's here. He's supposed to make those plays, and I'm proud of him. I thought he battled his butt off. That's why, that's who he's always been as a player, and that's why we were so excited when he joined us.
Right, you mentioned just a second ago, like the little things that hurt you. Is it something you continue to try to correct even though with the game?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Just if you break it down to the fundamentals, right? Like missed tackles, right? Or not catching the ball. I don't know how many drops we had on the night, but there was enough. I don't know how many missed tackles we had on the night, but it was a good number. The block punt was a nightmare, and I got to look at that and see what happened there. Because with the pressure they brought, that should not have happened if we did our job. We coach everything all the time. That doesn't stop.
And what are some of the things you saw tonight that you are all right with and see as really good positive takeaways?
I thought the way we answered when we were down, it felt like we were down, 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns in the second half? Yeah, that was the thing we didn't do at San Diego State, is we didn't respond once they went out, went up on us, right? But they responded tonight. I thought that was fantastic.
Any more questions for Coach?
Shevin had mentioned like the last drive, the scoring drive, and the pace, and he says he can run forever, kind of thing. Is that something where we just go like fast pace like Utah's doing? Can we just do something like that?
Well,
simplistic answer.
Yeah, I think it's a double-edged sword though, right? Because if you go fast and you punt all the time, then your defense is on the field for 50 plus plays in the first half like they were tonight. It's too many plays for them to be on the field. You know what I mean? That's a 100 play plus clip for the game, and that's not good for our health. That's not good for our for like the next week, like all those reps stack. In the last 2 games, our defense has played too many snaps.
And so when it comes to Blake Anderson, as far as scheme and tactics go as a football coach, what does he do that makes him so tough to play against?
Well, they match up the wide splits of the receivers with a good quarterback and running back run game, right? So what they always do is they always have you spread thin, right? Like in the box to tackle and play the ball because of the perimeter screen and the vertical passing game outside. And then they do it with tempo. And so they do a really good job of it. I thought we handled a lot of that stuff really well tonight. I think our team's frustrated because we've been so good against the run all year. We've been fantastic, one of the best teams in the conference, and one time one of the best teams in the country, and we weren't tonight.